Hey everybody, so just doing an internal shop. It's raining, you can see my thing's a bit wet here, but I had asked Rangeview Fabrication, a local fabricator, to help me out with my bow roller. My roller used to come up and end here, and basically my point was there, so it's been moved out, looks like a hand, a little bit, maybe 5 inches or so. Basically extended out because my anchor has been really close to the boat, to the bow underneath. I'm not too sure what the name of that part of the anchor is, but on mine I've got a CQR anchor, so it's a plow. I want to buy a slightly larger Rocna anchor, a 20 kilogram anchor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here, and if my roller was over here, which is where it was before, it would have been slightly, I think 2 inches into the bow. So I'm hoping that this is going to work for me now, which is basically extended out about 5 inches more. So it should give me about 3 inches of clearance. And it doesn't swing. My CQR can swing actually, so I have to pull it all the way up. And when I pull it up, it's pretty close actually. So I had them do this by welding some new stainless on here, but of course, with the new stainless means that this is also, they're saying it was chromed, but I really think that this was polished. I'm going to find out here. But I'm going to sand this down with my grinder. I've got a weld here, and then this piece, the weld on the bottom, and it's been welded on the inside as well. I'm less concerned maybe with the shininess of the inside. But anyways, what I'm hoping is I can at least get the outside of this relatively polished. I have to take it out because they forgot to put the chrome washers in, so I think they put it in there just for spacing. Lube this up with some silicone grease. Grinding. Bought this boat with very little. Had no working engine, no instruments, and I gutted it. I pulled the engine out, and then I decided to go electric. So I put an electric motor in, and had a whole learning curve about that. So I learned about batteries and charging systems and wiring and house banks, all the different solar panel and monitoring systems. And that's what this channel is about. It's about sharing the knowledge that I learned, documenting my journey as I retrofitted this boat. I'm looking forward to next year. Next year I'm going to be taking the boat out to the coast and to the ocean, and I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully you can follow along and join me. That's what it looked like before, so shiny. Didn't really touch here. And then this is me getting rid of the weld, so you can see the weld joint coming in. So I'm taking it down, and then you can see how unfinished or rough this is, but this is being stainless. I should be able to get a good polish out of it. I'm using 40 grit to take out the weld. So I've got a set of polishing discs, and I'm going to switch to the 80 afterwards. I'll probably use this one, and then I've got. Don't need to go to 60. So then I think I'm just going to go to the polishing disc. So I'm going to use the felt. It's basically like Scotch-Brite. It's like Scotch-Brite pads, and basically you just work it with this, and it gets quite shiny. So you use this one 40 to kind of take it down, and then I'm going to use the 80 to smoothen it a bit, and then I'm going to use this one, maybe even the nylon disc briefly. I've got another felt disc, so I can use this for additional polishing afterwards where you put the actual chemical on. I'll show you, I've got one of those, it's like the green paste. So basically you put the green paste on the pad and then you apply it, and it's like a rubbing compound that gets it smooth. But I think the last time I did it, I used this for finishing the Scotch pad and it was fine. Basically you go from rough to fine, and that thing's moving at like 7,000 RPM, so it's pretty quick. So I'm just going to carry on with what I'm working on, and then we'll see how much of it I can get at with the grinder, and how much I can't, because some in the inside I can't. But the anchor is going to be in there too, so it's not really, I just want to get, the biggest thing is just get rid of the big weld and not have all of this welding, the flame, where it's so hot, where it penetrated through. This is how you can tell good welds. It penetrates right through. But you just give that a quick polish, and then I think it'll be fine. Applying citric acid to it. There's a term for this, I just can't remember what it's called. But basically when you have freshly sanded or worked on stainless, what you do is, it's like par bake or something. I'll put the term in the video here. But basically you activate it by putting citric acid on it. Or there's another kind, but basically some kind of acid, and this one is safe to use. That's why I got the glasses. Last time I applied it, I got a splash in my eye, which was very painful. But anyways, this is going to activate that anti-rust properties of the stainless, especially after sanding it. Hey guys, alright, so we're back together. Installed the roller, greased her up, cleaned it up, and greased up the insides. Had to put the little nylon bushings in, the anti-slip locks back in, and yeah, I guess that's about as polished as I'm going to get it. So I'm basically about done, and polishing it. And next we're going to install it. And I dry fitted it today with the anchor, the CQR anchor, which is slightly different than the Rocna, but dimension wise it needed to come out further than the original setup, which is why I had this extended. So I think it's going to come out okay. So we're going to install this tomorrow. Just raining right now, and I need another pair of hands, so David's going to give a hand. So I'm looking forward to that. Hey everybody, so David's going to give me a hand here today. I've got Sikaflex. What we're doing is we had the bow roller modified, so because I'm putting a slightly larger anchor on, the very tip of the underside of the anchor would have been hitting the hull. The one that I have now it had like an inch, so there's very little room on it. So what I had is the bow roller extended 6 inches to pull it a little bit further away from the hull. So to make it work, I had to take the bow roller off, bring it over to the fabrication shop, and then they extend it for me, and then I ended up grinding it all down, all the welds, and then it's not polished, but it's been sanded smooth. So the stainless steel on it there looks pretty good. These bolts, which are quite long, will go through the deck, through the bow roller, through the plate, through the deck, and then David is going to slip a washer, a lock washer, and a nut on. And then he's going to hold it underneath with a wrench, and then up top I'm going to use the socket to snug it up. So first we're just going to place it, and that's what we're going to go do right now. I tied it to the bow so I don't lose it in the drink here. Bolt ready.
The rain's coming back.
Yeah, let's get it done before the rain. Okay.
almost lost the gun.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah.
It was caught on my foot?
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully I don't need to do this again with that level amount of seeker flex I put in there. Alright, so do you want to go inside and then see if we can get the nut and washer on? Alright, David's going up into the V-berth. He gets the job of putting the washer, the nut, or the washer, the lock nut, and the lock washer, and then the nut on it. And then I'm going to go up top and get that on. I'm going to use the ratchet, and he's going to hold it with the wrench down below. And I'll screw it in from the top.
Can I have the flashlight? Dad, are you sure the bolts went in far enough? I don't see it. Only that one.
Yep.
I put it on, I can't even tell it's on. So,
You want to try your flashlight? What I did when I was working up there is I put it in the middle, but I just put my, like, because your arm is there, I just rested it on my arm pointing up so I could see. Does it help at all?
not really, it's dying.
Okay, let me see if I can find batteries for it then. We left the blue bag at the house, so the head flashlight is in it.
Oh,
So I don't think I have another flashlight, but I'll look here, see if I have one.
there is one in where your tools are, but it's dead.
Are you able to get everything on okay?
Yeah.
It should, just make sure when you thread the nut,
Yeah.
that you thread it on until you can see the bottom, at least the bottom, like, so that way you've got a good, 4 or 5 grooves, and then you'll know that it's not cross-threaded.
Yeah, oh wait. Still going.
Oh, yeah. I think it's on well enough.
Okay. So you want me to go up?
Yeah.
All right. Looks pretty good, David. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're nice and secure. We got the bolts down tight. Hopefully nothing's leaking. Hanging. That's the way it's supposed to go. We're a bit rainy today. We had a rainy day, but this is the whole point of this exercise. So you can see the distance between the tip and the anchor. There's a couple little marks actually. That's actually from the anchor. There was a position where it could hit it, which isn't very good. So basically this amount is the distance we pulled it out, and I'm hoping that the new anchor will be all right. Fit that perfectly.